In today's video, I'll be using the ttArtisan 500mm lens and the Nikon Z50ii for a bit of budget bird photography. So, let's get into it. So I am at my local haunt here. This is just a dam here that's full of ducks, grebes, water hens and other assorted water-loving birds around here. But today I'm using the Z50ii with the ttArtisan 500mm lens, and we're going back in time here. There's no autofocus, there's no stabilization. There's no stabilization in the camera either, but I do have the great image quality of the Z50ii. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be, edge of your seat, manually focusing, long distance shooting here, but it's birding on a budget, so what to expect. So I'm just looking around here what I can find, and I'm going to be shooting some photos and videos with this. It's getting a bit warmer this morning and it's going to be a very hot day, so there's a little bit of heat haze and heat coming from the water and the lily pads at the moment, so it does make it a little bit hard to get that crisp sharpness, especially at these distances. But with the image quality of Z52 and the gentle, stiff focus turning of this lens, I can get some pretty decent results here. So what I'm after, photos, videos. I'm shooting slow motion 1080p video, photos. It's pretty much anything and everything. So one of the great things with this lens on the Z52 is it gives me technically a 750mm focal length, which is insane. And then trying to focus with that gets a little bit tricky. There is a European coot here, which is having a little bit of a feed, but there's a nice reflection here. So I'm shooting in 1080, 100 frames per second just for that slow motion. That's a nice reflection as he cruises around. We got a grebe here. Alright, so I've got a comb-crested jacana here, and it's pretty long distance. Okay, there's a kingfisher around too. I got some shots of the kingfisher earlier this morning. He's down the track a bit. So the kingfisher's on that central stump there. He just blew off. I imagine he's going to come back. I'm recording at the moment, just recording video. But pretty cool to see a kingfisher. I haven't seen a kingfisher down here in a few years actually, which is interesting and also a good sign. So the kingfisher just came back, and I can see him coming across the pond, and he's got something in his mouth, probably an insect or yabby or something, but got the shot. Off he goes. He's coming back. There we go. Caught a dragonfly by the looks. So this kingfisher is just having a smorgasbord of dragonflies here. I've got some shots here. I think some of them are just a fraction out of focus, but it's hard to get that good focus on that distance. All right, he's coming back here and lands again. All right, what's he got in his gob now? It's got something. Who knows? The jacana has kicked off again. That's moving around, but it's such a fair distance away. I'm going to try some shots here. I think the kingfisher will be back. I think that's his stump now, which is good. So he'll be back. I'll focus on the jacana, see what I can get. Bit of video, bit of photos. There was a little chick as well, so I'll try and see if I can find it with this telescope. If not, back to the kingfisher. Now, why would you use this lens? Well, if you're on a budget and you want to sort of dabble into some bird photography, you can't lose with a $300 lens here. Now, is it the greatest lens? Not really. But for the price, it can't be beat. $300 for a 500mm lens is crazy talk. In the right conditions, in not high contrasty areas and backlit shots, you can get some really great results out of it. I'm shooting this kingfisher now, and it's pretty good. Okay, here we go, he's coming back. And there we go. And he's chirping. Pretty cool. Alright, so a big pied cormorant just landed on the stump where the kingfisher was, and don't think he'll be too pleased with that, I don't think. You can hear him chirping across the pond here. Now there's not much going on at the moment. A lot of the birds are away. The jacana's gone into the shade a bit. So I might call it a morning here. It's been a lot of fun trying to do this with the manual focusing. Is very, very tricky. But the fact that this is $300 for a 500mm prime telephoto lens is insane. Paired with the Z52, it's a great combination, especially if you just want to dabble with wildlife. You just want to get in there, don't want to break the bank, but still want to have a taste of it to see what it can offer. Z52, tremendous. The images are great to work with, and pairing it with a telescope like this, you're going to get some good results. As you can see, this combination can allow you to get some really great images. When you get over the vintage feel of the lens and work out the manual focusing, the results can be quite impressive. But the trick is, you need to get a tad closer to your subjects. So there you go, that's bird photography on a budget. The Z52 and the ttArtisan 500mm. Two great tastes at an affordable price. As usual, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.